what's up everybody? My name is Josh and I'm the guy who's behind JPAIZ Studios on Instagram. And for most people that know me, I like to draw all types of things. I work in digital, I do painting, I do mural work, I do a lot of things. But my passion out of all those mediums is straight just sketching, drawing in itself, because that's what I was good at since I was a child. And I enjoy it. I find it stress relieving, gets rid of my anxiety, the whole 9 yards, you know? And one thing I noticed on YouTube, there's a thing called a sketchbook tour. So I figured, hey, why not? Let me give this a shot. So bear with me. This is my first time doing this. And this is going to be for every month out of 2020. And so far, I'm going to show you guys what I've done with January 2020. Yeah, repetitive, right? This is a sketchbook that my girlfriend got me for Christmas. And it's very simple, basic, you know, but I love it because one, she got it for me. And I decided, what I do with a lot of my sketchbooks is I would take a patch and I'd stick it somewhere. This one was one that I got from a horror convention a couple years back, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I'm just like, you know what, let me put on this new one, and hopefully these pages last long. And here we go. See, right there. December 2019. Merry Christmas. Yeah, that's my baby. Yep. So, first thing we're gonna start off is this amazing blank page. Yeah, I gotta do something with that. But we'll go into this. This drawing right here, truthfully, is 2 days after Christmas, my car was stolen. And it was a very hard time, but at the same time, I felt like it was somewhat of a blessing because I've been dying to get back in shape and I've always wanted to start skateboarding again. And so I figured, you know what, now that my car is gone, I'm going to get back on my board, and I skateboard every day to work. It takes me probably 10 minutes to get to the train station, and then take the train, then another 5 minutes to skate to work, so it played out perfectly. And during that time when I was starting to skate again, it was raining a lot. And I would always be running around with a bag, as you can see, a little tote bag, my work attire, my skateboard, which basically says bitches and sake on it. And in the background is just to simulate the rain. These are little characters that I came up with a long time ago that I think I might do something with. If you guys like the idea, let me know. Put a comment in the box. Oh, by the way, I'm a big Gundam fan. I love Gundams. So I didn't really want to put my face on there. So I think that's Gundam Zero. I put his head on there just to make myself feel a little cooler. Page 2. I don't know what I would doing with this one, but I just wanted to pretty much think about all the things that bring me happiness, to make me feel comfortable. I forgot what this says. I know this is a kanji for something. I think let me see. It'll come back to me at some point, but I don't remember. I know it's a kanji for something. I think it's like bliss, I think. But the things that make me happy. I love skateboarding. I love anime, as you can see, represented by the 4-star Dragon Ball. I love sneakers. Spray painting, that's just signifying mural work, the art. My music, I can't go anywhere without my music. And a little Game Boy for my love for video games. And I don't know, maybe I'll color it turning into a painting at some point. But I started trying to get more involved with myself. This next one, I decided to give myself a challenge where I've seen this thing that people do on Instagram where they'll draw a whole bunch of faces. And I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna draw a bunch of my own faces, my own expressions. And this took a while, actually. It looks easy, but it took a while, to be honest. My favorite one out of all these faces would probably have to be this guy right here, the middle one. I felt very determined at that time, so I felt like doing a mean mug and smoking a cigarette. This one is of my girlfriend. As you can see, her angry face. She does CrossFit and she loves it, and she's very strong. And that's one thing that made me attracted to her when we first started talking. And so I was like, let me draw a representation of how I see her. She ended up loving the face so much and she hated it so much, but she took the face and put it as her little icon at work, which is kind of funny. And this right here is supposed to be me cheering her on. She's like, why'd you make yourself so small? I'm just like, well, this is just how I see you. Now this one, I really like sneakers. I've been doing this whole concept art with them where I would take a sneaker with the animal name in it and draw a representation mixed into that sneaker design. This one is the Air Jordan 1s, codenamed Python or titled Python, by the actual shoe is made by this guy on Instagram called the Shoe Surgeon. And I just love the concept of it so much. The snake scales throughout the snake scale leather through the sneaker, the silver, gray, tone blue colorway, the multiple colored check. And I was like, you know what? Let me actually make that with an actual python mouth. And so I was like, screw it. Let's see how it comes out. And this was the outcome. The next one I did was I believe this is the Bread 4. I think it's the Bread 4. I don't know. I'm not too big on Jordans like that. I'm more of a Dunk guy. But this one is supposed to be a representation of one of the Jordan sneakers. And the mouth is of a bull. I'm pretty sure the only way you could think of that is through the ring. It was fun, a little more difficult. But yeah. This one's me. I haven't finished it yet. I might not finish it, I don't know. But I want to do an idea of draw your Pokemon team because I love Pokemon too. As you can see, this is me. Got Gengar, Vaporeon, Gyarados. I started drawing Arcanine back here, one of the legendary dogs. Machamp and Alakazam. Those are my top 6 favorite guys. At one point in time I was drawing so much. I have other sketches that aren't in this book. But I was like, oh crap, why don't I just mix up Pokemon with sneakers since I like them both? And I believe these are the Jordan 5s. I would like to color this in, but make it a sticker, do it digitally. And this is supposed to be the off-white Jordan 5s, I believe it is. If somebody says, if it's wrong, somebody correct me, please. But with 3 legendary Pokemon. The reason why I chose these Pokemon is because they all fall into the same color scheme as the sneaker. Gray, yellow, black, and white, from what I remember. Zeraora, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Zeraora. He's one of the legendary electrics. There's, I believe, Riku and Zapdos. If I got any other names wrong, feel free to correct me. This is just some practice sketching. I was watching a lot of Kim Jung-ji videos, and he does this crazy thing where it's like a box, and he says if you could draw that person inside of a box, you can understand the figure in different perspectives, which I thought was interesting, but then I'm like, this is difficult, but I have to keep trying. You gotta learn. This one was a train ride sketch. This actually happened the day of. I was skating to work and I took a hard fall on my right knee. As you can see, the representation of the bandage on the right knee with the ripped pants sleeve. And I was just like, let me draw something that makes me happy. You can see a little Pikachu there. It's another one I have yet to finish, but it was fun doing this one. It was very fun. These right here, like I said, I love anime, and I've been on top of My Hero Academia. I finally finished season 4, and I gotta say, Miro and Deku. Holy crap. I'm looking forward to seeing the new movie come out. So I felt inspired and I drew both their heads. I might fill this up with other characters. I'm thinking of Kachan next, but we'll see. Here's another representation. So recently the Jordan 1s came out with a version for the University of Florida for their athletics department, I believe. They call it the Air Jordan 1 PE, I think it was called. And it's basically the colorway of the Florida University Gators. So I was like, oh cool, this is dope. So I figured, let me draw out the gator skin on the shoe and then make it into an alligator type mouth. I think I got it right. Most of these look better in person. The video and the picture don't do it real justice. This is just some stuff I was trying to come up with an idea for a shirt or a sticker or something like that. Mario, mixed them up. We got the Smash 4-knuckle ring. And then down here, he's actually, I have to color these in, but he's wearing the Nintendo 64 Air Max 97s, which have the Nintendo 64 colorway. Those were dope. These are just some drawing hand studies because I feel like I'm not strong enough in that sense when it comes to anatomy. I would say I am, but at the same time I'm not, so I need more practice. Same thing here. This was actually going to be the LA symbol, but I didn't have time to finish it. Once again, more Gundam stuff. I like Gundams. I enjoy Gundams. I'm actually rewatching Gundam Mobile Suit Zero. More ideas. I like wolves, so I like to draw out the skeleton heads. And right here is just me playing with letters with a new brush tip pen. A new brush pen. And so I was trying to write out the alphabet. And so I think that's it. Oh no. This one right here. I was actually sparking up a doobie with this one. Oh no, I didn't spark up a doobie. I actually smoked one of my roommates. And I was on the phone with my girlfriend while I was doing this, and I just started drawing these random little cloud bubble shaped things, and I was like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but let's see what happens. And I started drawing all this. Turned into a dragon going around the page. Little samurai dude right there. When I showed it to her, she said he looks unfinished. I'm like, yeah, you're right, but what can you do? But yeah, that's about, I believe it. There will be more later on. I still got all these pages to fill, so bear with me. Next one is going to be at the end of February 2020. If you like my stuff, feel free to check it out. I'll leave all my contact and my link information at the bottom on the bio. And so peace out, everybody. Have a good day. Have a good night wherever you are. If you like the video, comment and share. Peace.